wasn't much of a hunt today, but it made today special. But you know what I was just thinking out there before I come in? That there are other days that are truly magic. Most of them's old icy days. I call them magic icy days. Now, I mean these old days that break, break cold. Stone solid cold. Cold where you, when you walk across the frozen ground, you feel like it sounds like you're walking on broken glass. And moisture from your breath freezes on your beard instantly. And if you got any exposed skin, not like today, but man, that cold, it burns you just like it's fire. Now, these old shallow water lakes right here, they freeze over at night when it gets down in the single digits or in the teens. And that's what I like. And I wish for a good sunny day the next day and afternoon, and let it melt some leads in that ice over on the other bank next to them cattails. And I'll come down here and bust a little ice out there. Or a lot of times just get on top of the ice here in my little old boat and just push across the ice until you hit some open water. And go across over and set up them cattails and throw out a few old decoys and get the wind at my back. And I learned a long time ago that wind and location get you more ducks than anything. Because it's a lot easier to get a duck come somewhere where they want to than it is where they don't want to be. Now, through the years, on a lot of these old hunts like this right here, I'm joined by a hunting partner. My neighbor over here, Brent. And because he recognizes them same days like I do, he knows the weather. He'll watch them weather fronts. And I've dragged him around his old duck lake since he was a young old boy. And we love these late season hunts. When them cold drives down them last few big ducks from up in the northern states. And you can tell them apart from my murdy ducks because their appearance is different. They usually have a big old thick layer of fat on them. And their feathers are usually the plumage is all mature and feathered out. And they're more colorful, I guess you'd say. And the more miller's legs, boy, they turn bright orange. I don't know what that is. I imagine that's from the cold weather where they come from. Makes that happen. And I love seeing them work over these decoys. Because they're hungry. They're hungry after a long flight. And they want to feed and they want to sun themselves and preen their feathers and rest. Now they always arrive down here right in front of a big Arctic cold front. You can watch your television news and find that out. And just a few hours before it gets supposed to be here, them ducks will be here. Now these can be magic days, like I said, that you have just every once in a while. And we usually pick our shots. At the big old greenheads and black ducks, more long, spread pintails. Sometimes we'll take a full limit. Sometimes Sometimes we'll just take 2 or 3. And I can be content just watching them old ducks work or set up down here. Well, they sure are pretty. Now more ringnecks, they'll come through here. Heck, it feels like they're going 100 miles an hour. They'll come in here in groups of 25 to 50. And you can hear them roaring like an airplane coming in. And they'll go by right over the decoys, go down the lake just a little bit, and they'll bank a turn and come right back with their feet all outstretched. They're hitting them decoys. And they sure are pretty. They just make your heart race just to hold it. Now them old mallards and pintails and stuff like that, they'll circle you up, round you up high, and they'll look you over a bit. And but that old open leads in the water in that frozen lake is about the only place where it goes. So they'll come on down, and sometimes they're in and out. They're not liking something, you know. Sometimes being shot at all the way from Canada kind of makes a duck cautious, you know. Oh, them old cranes back here in the background sure are raising cane. They come in here after I got picked up. But I can't hunt them anyway because I didn't get in the draw this year, so I couldn't kill one. But I'll be in it next year. Now, on some of these days, some of them days I've sat over and not even shoot. I guess I was kind of afraid to just break the spell that them old ducks had on me. I'm just watching them. Yeah, the older I get, I realize that killing of the game that's not all there is to a hunt. Everybody gets to that point, I think. Now sometimes you just hate to end the day. So when the old sun's going down, the old cold comes creeping back in. You know it's time to go. Sometimes you can actually see the ice forming around the decoys out there in the water and around your legs when you're wading out there about knee deep. You know, not everybody's meant to be a duck hunter. And I'm sort of glad they ain't. Now, we all got weaknesses. Mine just happens to be duck hunting. Well, I'm Ted McCoy from Yucca, Alabama. And I got to load up all this stuff and head to the house.